All right, I don't know what video this number this is, but we're still working on the Multione. We're getting ready to put some paint on it. I had it at the welding shop, and they redid all the bosses and the pins that were welded in, and all the metal's unprotected. So I'm gonna put a coat of industrial Rust-Oleum gray on it just to protect it through the summer, and we'll see how it does. So I'm just masking off the machine now. Because I just want to paint the front side here, and not even all of it, but most of it. I just did a nice cleaning and a chemical wash. For those of you who are safety minded about this, just off camera, I have a prop holding up the boom so that it can't fall on me. And I try to stay out from underneath it, but I might have to just reach under to put a little paint on. I'm not going to do the interior here today. I'm really just focusing on the boom, and we'll do these side plates and the fenders. So I'm going to try to find something to cover up the tires so I don't spray those, and then we'll just be judicious about spraying. So hang on. I happen to have this kind of large cardboard box hanging around, so we'll cut that up. See if we can bend that. Underneath the fenders. That seems like it ought to work. So I recently found this Rust-Oleum high performance enamel. It's like an industrial paint. I used it on the chipper this year, and used it on my trailer, did some wheels with it. It seems to be holding up really well, and it's a lot less effort than getting out my paint gun and mixing paint and hardener and reducer and all that stuff. So for an application like this, where I'm just trying to protect something and I don't really care how nice it looks, I don't know, I think it's gonna work out good. So I got about 4 cans of that. We'll put it on and see what happens. Now this part here is the slider mechanism where it goes in and out. I don't think I'm going to paint this portion. This will just get greased, but I did want to extend it and take the rust off it because it's been sitting for a while. So I got it all cleaned up nice, and once I'm all done, I'll just scuff it off. Oh, I did forget that. I got to do something about that. I don't want to get any paint on this part of the cylinder, so let me get some tape and we'll do something about that. coming. So in true OCD fashion, I keep all my tape upstairs in the Fids and Fibers room. I already wiped this cylinder off, so the oil is it's not going to prevent the tape from adhering. Get that side done, we'll go on the other side. Now it turns out all the other cylinders are retracted, so this is the only one I'm going to have to do anything with, which is kind of nice. There we go, that's all the way around. Now we'll just do some here to make it look pretty. Leave a nice edge. I'm not going to worry about the decals. I'm going to order a full sticker kit from Multione once I get this thing all done. My goal is to take this out to a job tomorrow to test the new grapple and check it out and see how it all works. But I didn't want to take it on a job before I got it at least a little bit of paint on it to protect it. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be protected. So let's see, what else do I want to cover up? Kind of want to cover up this new hydraulic fitting as well. So let me see if I can find a bag for that. It kind of helps to be a pack rat. Whenever I unbox something or get something in the mail. Those bags are a little too big, I have some more. So I could go through the effort of unbolting it and laying it off to the side, but I don't think I will. I think this will be good enough. The only piece of tape that has to look good is the last one. The rest of them can be all kind of cobbed up on there. It doesn't really matter what's underneath, but as long as the last couple pieces are in the right places, we're all set. So in case you're wondering, this is the low-tack painter's tape that I use in FIDS and fiber splicing classes. It sticks well enough for this, but it's not overly sticky. I'm also not going to worry about the hoses because I plan on re-hosing this thing. Whenever I say hose, I always think of Matt Hillock because he's a hoser. Let's see what we got on this side. Anything else I wanted to cover? And I gave this thing a chemical wash, but I didn't really clean it. Fully. I certainly didn't sand the whole thing like I could. But I used O'Reilly's Auto Parts has a brake cleaner which actually cuts through the paint, and then I use brake clean which removes grease and dirt. And so it's dry, it's clean, and it's pretty much dust free. I blew it off pretty well. It's not perfect, but it's equipment. It's not the Mona Lisa. I could obsess over it and spend better part of an entire day doing this, but I don't really want to. One of the great things about this Rust-Oleum stuff is it's got a 15-minute dry time, so you can recoat it pretty much right away. other projects I've done with it, what I found is just to put a light coat on, let it dry, and hit it again in a few minutes. This can was almost empty anyway. I find on projects like this where you know you're going to do a better paint job later, just this first coat will highlight all the flaws that you know to work on next time around. I think I might be painting this thing that deep dark green that I did my chipper. I get a lot of compliments from customers on that, so I think I might do that. So the trick is to have a light touch so you don't end up with runs. And don't get too greedy about getting too much coverage. It's easy to do. Alright, I'll start down here. What I'm going to try to do is do all the top stuff that I can do standing up. And that way when I go underneath, because I don't like being under there, I'll just go underneath once or twice if I have to do 2 coats. But I'll try to keep my body out from underneath there. There we go. So the guy that worked on my machine promised me it was going to be $3,000 to $5,000 to repin this thing. And ended up being $6,500, and I'm a little pissed off about it. $1,500 extra is a pretty high overrun in my opinion, and then to not even have him protect the welds that he did, I don't know, maybe I'm a little OCD, or maybe I'm not being fair, but I don't know, I thought at least it would get protected for that amount of money. Oh well, that's the way it goes, I guess. I'd probably be painting it anyway, so I guess in the long run, if I get over my ego, it's probably just fine. So this poor machine was owned by some dudes in Louisiana, and they were, I would kind of say, quintessential rednecks. They beat the crap out of this poor little creature. It's only a 2017. It's a pretty new machine, but they had run it, I think, in Hurricane Katrina, doing the cleanup, doing tree work with it. And they obviously ran it through a swamp or multiple swamps. I took about 200 pounds of mud and debris out from the undercarriage, and underneath, the machine really does look brand new underneath all that. I'm just going to get a stool and do the upper boom. So like I said, 15 minutes to dry. I'll stop the video and do another video in a bit. A little bit of breeze makes this difficult. Go around. So it's pretty decent. For a first coat. Tiny bit left in this can, so Thanks for watching.